Right there for the Jackets was Ham. And BW looking to turn it around here as working up the field is going to be Nick Young. That ball goes out of bounds. Backhouse gets this one set. Sends it down the field. He was able to get it to one of his midfielders here. And right there to pick it up is Backhouse, stopping the Jackets' attack. Pioneers now. Working the ball down there is going to be Collings. Got tipped out. He'll have the throw in, and he's going to get that one into Beetle. Up for Audino here. Now Beetle again. Sends it all the way across the field. Stepping in there, trying to take it is Kane. Marietta able to keep things moving up the field here. Nice effort there for the Jackets. Just shooting that one out of bounds was Booser. Pioneers a throw-in. And taking that one for Marietta is Ferguson. Jackets able to take it back. And Jackets send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers down here. Justin Collings. Able to get it in down the sideline to Roberto. Now they're going to get that over for Audino. Jackets able to take it away. Trying to send it up the field, looking to get it to Surowitz. And it gets all the way up the field and through. Backhouse is going to send one over. And they're going to work it back up the field. Collings trying to get it into the middle to Audino. Jackets take it back. Surowitz tries to get a pass centered up. Good work by the Marietta defense in there to take it away. Sam Holthouse. Marietta looking to get on the attack now on the far side with Ferguson. Marietta will get to keep moving the ball forward here. Opportunity for a free kick. Going to be handled by Gavin Long. Everyone gets set up for the Pioneers. Long sends it toward the goal, and looked like that might have been Booser heading that one out of there. Still no score in the early going of this one. First OAC game of the year. Ham has the ball right now for the Jackets. Sends it up the field for Garibaldi. Marietta able to take it away. They're going to work it up now. Audino. Over here, it's going to shoot past Ham, and there's a nice save coming in there by Nagy, and then Ham sends the ball out of there. Marietta still working with it. Jackets send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers here. A scoreless tie in the early going. Ethan Corsi got a header on that one. Marietta has it back, though. It's again, the Jacket defense gets in there, able to take it away, send it out toward midfield where Marietta turns it back around again with Beetle. Jackets with a kick in there. But Marietta back with it again. Roberto has it taken away there. Reyes sends it up the field for Surowitz, but Marietta briefly got it back before it's BW. And the two teams going back and forth a bit with the ball right now. Nick Young for the Jackets sends it all the way up the field, and Ball's going to roll all the way out. It'll be a goal kick. Backhouse will handle it. Holthouse on the far side of the field for Marietta sends it ahead. Pass there, and Brandon Garibaldi got fouled. Jackets get a chance to get their offense down here and see what they can get going. Setting up in the middle. There's a shot toward the goal. Ends up being out. They're going to say it was tipped by a Pioneer, so it'll be a corner here for the Jackets. And handling the kick for BW is going to be Nick Surowitz. Surowitz sends a nice pass to the middle. Marietta able to turn it away. BW sending it back now. Alex Gibson. But the ball is going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket athletics. Also by Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And by Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Just over 10 minutes into the first period of this match, no score. Up to Roberto here. Sends it in the middle for Beetle. Beetle looking to send it across, but taking it for BW is Booser. Getting a foot on it there, Holthouse. Two teams battling right now. Marietta is going to come away with it. Booser steps up. Able to get a foot on that one. Stop the momentum. Marietta trying to get back into control, but sending it down the field for BW. And it ends up out of bounds. So a throw in for the Pioneers. Marietta on the far side with Ferguson. BW taking it away. As Surowitz leaves one back for Booser. Booser sends it toward the goal. Backhouse is there. Jackets had a chance there on the attack. Backhouse boots one down there. Here's Jacob Roberto for Marietta. It's out of bounds. They're going to say the Jackets sent it out. So Roberto is going to have a throw in. That's Beetle. Nice job by Ham sending it away. And Reyes will send it the long way down the field. And Backhouse gets it out of there as nice job to force Backhouse to make a decision there. By Kane. Young will throw it in. It's Reyes. Marietta takes away the cross. They're going to get up the field now. As it's Ferguson with the ball. BW able to send it in the other direction. Kennedy in there for the Pioneers. Looks like we're going to get a yellow card here. Yellow card comes out, and that will be Connor Kennedy, the senior out of the UK, who gets cautioned. Jackets will get things going, sending it back to Nagy. Nagy up here for Ham. It's back to Nagy, sending it back for Ham. Ham sends it out of bounds. He was looking to get the ball to Nick Young. A throw in for the Pioneers is throwing that one in is going to be Collings. But his throw will go out of bounds, so BW now will have the throw in. Sent right back out of bounds by the Pioneers. So once again, throwing it in here is going to be Nick Young. And again, knocked out of bounds by Dave Beadle. So BW moving up the field here, throwing it in again. Young. Header by Fournier. Roberto sends one long to the other side of the field, and it's going to be out of bounds. Throw in here for Booser. Pioneers on the far side. Booser briefly sent it out of bounds, so Marietta will throw in here. Jackets able to take it and send it in the other direction. Marietta able to control the ball here as Holthouse got it back to Backhouse, who sends it back to Holthouse. There on the far side. Working it up the field, Ham, the defender for the Jackets, finds the ball. And his pass is going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. Audino is going to get it into Roberto. They'll work it down for Long here. And getting in there, nice D, taking that one away, Nick Young. And it is sent out of bounds by the Pioneers, so a goal kick coming for Nagy. Just over 15 minutes into the first period. No score so far here in Berea. Jackets working it up the field here. Reyes in the middle is going to send it over for Nick Young. Young working down the field, looking ahead. Here's Young. He's going to look to center it, and nice job defensively by Beadle. Beatty in there to take it away. Excuse me, Beatty. A lot of contact there on the sideline. Young throws it in for the Jackets. Collings is going to throw it in. It's in the middle of the field. Here's the Jackets over there with Radella sending it up. Was trying to get that ball to Kane. Pioneers trying to get the ball moving down toward the goal here. Good work in there. Gibson sending it away. Marietta right back with the ball here, looking to attack. Going to work it in the center for Audino, but sent out of bounds by the Jackets. Another throw for the Pioneers. Connor Kennedy throws it in, and Marietta is going to send a pass back, and trying to get things set is going to be Beatty. Over on the far side, Holthouse sends it up the field. BW trying to say it was last hit by a Pioneer. They don't get the call. They're going to say Mike Kane sent it out, so Marietta will have the throw. Throw came into Long. Now Marietta's going to send it back again for Beatty. Sends it across the field. Down toward the corner now. Booser sends it out. And that'll be Connor Kennedy down there for the throw. Well, Kennedy's going to give it to Caden Ferguson. He's going to handle the throw-in instead. Ferguson with a nice throw. Booser got ahead on it. Ball came down, and the Jackets defense able to send that one out. And racing up the field is going to be Mike Kane. Decides to let it go out of bounds. Give BW the throw in here. It'll be Tommy Booser throwing it in. Couple of headers. Marietta long in there. Was able to grab it. It's up the field to Roberto, who sends it back. Sent back again. Now they look to send it through. And nice defense down there by Nick Young, who sent it away. And there's a call against the Pioneers. So Nagy will handle this one for the Jackets. Just about 20 minutes into this first period with no score. Collings with the ball for the Pioneers. And stepping in there and sending it out of bounds for BW was Garibaldi. Beatty had the ball for the Pioneers, sent it all the way across the field for Kennedy. Sends one up and out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Booser. Throws it in. Marietta gets going the other direction. Jackets in there trying to take it away from Ferguson. Beatty with the big kick, trying to get it ahead to Roberto here. And Roberto is going to send it over for Audino. Send it ahead, and the Yellow Jacket defensive line able to get that one out there. Good work by the back line for BW. And Backhouse ends up with it. Well, tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. By Chuck Ratuno and OEC Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. And by Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Getting toward the halfway point here in this first period. It's scoreless. Long sent one toward the goal, and Zoltan Nagy was able to scoop it up. Sends it up the field for Young here. Young couldn't catch up. Ball is out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Collings. Sends it to Roberto. Garibaldi here. Nice job. Collings takes it away for Marietta. Garibaldi gets back in front of it. And Young is able to send it down the field. Now it's going to be Owen Reyes with the ball. Trying to leave one over for Corsi, Ethan Corsi. Passing toward the middle, and Marietta able to get it out of there as Corsi's pass didn't quite get to Kane. Booster couldn't handle the pass. It's out of bounds, so Marietta will have a throw-in. Working it up to Roberto here. Roberto gets his shot altered. Good defense there. Nagy comes out with it. Roberto was able to get that ball down into the corner. Thomas Rodella was able to alter the shot. Rodella will now tie his shoes, and eventually the official will stop the clock here. Make sure the shoe is tied and everything is good, and play is going to resume now. Rodella has it. Now this one gets left here for Reyes. Reyes working it up for Young. Young is going to leave one for Surwitz. Looking back for Young, and it's out of bounds. Pioneers working the ball ahead right now, as Beatty is trying to leave one down the sideline for Collins. It's out of bounds. Young will throw it in for BW and sends it right back to his goalkeeper, Nagy. Nagy sending one in the middle of the field for Surwitz, who gets a head on it. We're going to have offsides, I believe, whistled against the Jackets. Yeah, that's the call. Holdhouse gets into it for Marietta. Roberto has it now. One's going to be worked over for Ferguson. Ferguson leaves it for Roberto. Great job getting in there defensively by Thomas Rodella. Nagy picked up the ball. Nagy sends one down. Now it's Backhouse, the other goalkeeper, who ends up with it. Trying to send it down the field, Marietta. It's out of bounds. Booser's going to have a throw in for the Jackets. BW has it here. Get it to Reyes, who leaves one off for Young. Young tries to center it up. There's a shot, and it's deflected by a Pioneer on defense, and Backhouse got in there. The Jackets had that lined up perfectly. Marietta just played some good defense, and they were able to turn away the shot attempt. Jackets going to look to get that one back down there. As looking for it now is Corsi, who just had his shot turned away. Marietta able to get that one out of there. Ham for BW had the header. Now Ham in there with Garibaldi. They were fighting for the ball against Giovanni Adino. Out of bounds off the Jackets. Throw-in comes to Long. We got a whistle. BW looking to come away with it, but Kane lost the handle, and Marietta has the ball back. Roberto runs over, stepping in there. The Jackets trying to take it away. And Roberto eventually gets it taken away. Great D down there. Garibaldi was in there. That one gets left for Booser with a head of steam working ahead. He's going to look to center it up here, and Holthouse down there on defense, able to turn it the other direction, in Marietta working up the field long, leaves one back ahead. Now they're going to send it for Roberto. Down the field, centering it up, and there's a shot and a goal. The goal is scored by Giovanni Audino for the Pioneers. And Audino was assisted from the far side of the field as it was Caden Ferguson who left it for him. That's Ferguson's third assist for Audino's second goal. And for BW, that is the first period goal they have allowed all year long. BW had only allowed 7 goals coming into play tonight, and they were all second period goals, so it's the first period goal the Jackets have allowed this season, and they trail 1-0 with 16:30 to go here in the first period from Berea. Boosters looking to send one ahead. And Pioneer goalkeeper Backhouse is there. One gets left for Collings here. Collings will send it to the middle for Audino. It's dropped back, and now they'll send it back ahead for Collings. And defensively, Jackets able to fight it out of bounds momentarily. Collings will have the throw in, as that was good D by Garibaldi. Jackets are going to make 3 substitutions here. Get you those substitutions in a moment. So Marietta sent Tyler Rossborough into the game. Owen Reyes sent that one out of bounds for the Jackets. Sent out of bounds. BW got Max Yakum into the game, Abdullah Muhammad into the game, and Michael Tusik into the game. Throw in here for the Pioneers. Reyes left one ahead. Marietta down there is going to get called for that. And the Jackets are going to send Tusik over to handle the kick. Tusik will try to center one up, and Holthouse able to use a header to get it out of there. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Jackets here. They'll have Muhammad throw it in. Now, sent one in the direction. There's no call on that one. Back Radella for BW now. Left for Muhammad. Muhammad trying to send one ahead to Reyes, and stepping in there was Collings. But back in there for the Jackets, Garibaldi was able to get in. That one sent flying out of bounds. Muhammad with the throw in. One is going to be sent ahead. Audino had to go out of bounds. Pioneers are going to have Collings throw this one in. And Collings will send that one into long. It's dropped back here for Britton, who sends it across the field. Marietta able to work it back toward the middle. BW defensively able to send that one out. Pioneers will throw it back in after Garibaldi sent it out of bounds. W looking to send it up the field here for Yackham. Yackham sends it ahead for Reyes, and just sending that one out was Holthouse. Garibaldi going to throw it in. And instead, Garibaldi's going to step out. They're going to have Muhammad throw it in. And pass gets centered up. That one's going to end up heading out of bounds. Before BW here is Muhammad's going to throw it in again. Goes right back out. Muhammad again throws it in. BW has it down there, Yackham. It's back for Muhammad now. Muhammad is going to leave that one for Garibaldi, who sends it across and trying to shoot for the corner and just missing again. Oh, the Jackets have been so close a couple of times to that goal. They're going to have another opportunity right away. But the Pioneers able to turn that one around. Ham got in there for the Jackets. It's left for Long. And we get a whistle and a stoppage in play here with 10:40 left. Tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, and by Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. 10:19 to play, and the official is going to stop the clock here as a shoe is being tied. And Long will stand up now and walk away from it, and this kick is going to be handled by Holthouse. Gets it down here to Roberto. Quickly in there for the Jackets, Reyes. Now BW will send it ahead, send it through, and Marietta able to control that, get it back to Backhouse. A Backhouse for a moment wasn't standing in the goal there. Garibaldi was trying to get in there and take that one away, and we have a throw in by Muhammad now, and we have another Pioneer down on the turf. The official is going to walk over and talk to the player. The official decided not to stop the clock, much to the consternation of the fans in the stands. Down there, Reyes has it. That ball is sent out of bounds. Mohammed is going to step up to throw it in. Mohammed passes it to the center. Marietta able to get that ball out of there. They send it out of bounds. Booser will handle a throw in here for the Jackets. 8:50 to go in the first half. The Jackets trail Marietta 1-0. It's the first half goal of the year the opposition has scored against BW. Just the 8th goal has been scored against the Jackets so far. And this is the 11th game of this season. I got players flying all over the place. Eventually it's BW who gets whistled. And Holthouse is going to handle another kick for the Pioneers. Sends it back to his goalkeeper Backhouse, who is going to send it down the field. After a header, the Jackets able to get in there and working to take it away Gibson, but Marietta had control. Now defensively, the Jackets, Ham will get it back to Nagy. Sends it up to Garabati. Garabati is going to leave one ahead here, trying to send one through for Yakum. Yakum with a nice pass to the middle and just unable to do anything with it once it got down there was Surowitz. Marietta sends it out of bounds. It should be a corner here for the Jackets. And it looks like that's what it will be. BW sending someone over to handle the kick. And have Tusick handle the kick. Marietta able to use a header and then a leg to get one out of there. Sending it back. But again, the Pioneers able to get it out. Kennedy has it now, and stepping in there, BW sends it away. We got two players on the ground stretching now, one from each team. And the official is going to stop the clock here with 6.5 minutes to go in this first period. 1-0 Marietta. The Marietta player who was on the turf has gotten up. And now, player for the Jackets able to get up as well here. 6:31 to go in this first period. 1-0 Marietta. Backhouse is ready to send this kick in.
Now entering the game for the Pioneers, number 3, Ian Yarwood, and number 6, McKenzie Laurie.
Now, McKenzie Laurie is going to come into the game for Marietta as well as Ian Yarwood. Booster on the far side had the ball taken away. And Marietta looking to attack right now on the far side of the field with Kennedy with the ball. It's briefly knocked out by the Jackets, so Kennedy will have a throw in. W has the ball. It's sent back for Ham, who works it up to Rodella there. Long got in there for the Pioneers. There's going to be a whistle for the handball. It'll be dropped for BW. Sent over for Ham. And we have a whistle here, so Marietta will have a kick. Sent down the field by the Pioneers there as Yarwood now leaves one ahead. Jackets able to get in there defensively with Ham. They're going to say Yarwood touched it last, so the Jackets are going to have a throw in. Going to get into Garabati, but Marietta with the header was briefly able to take it away. Muhammad, though, Got a foot on it. And now Rodella will send it back to Nagy. And Nagy tries to pass it ahead. It's out of bounds. Couple of headers for the Pioneers. Jackets with the kick, sending it the other way. Teams each getting a couple of headers in there on this one, and BW is going to be moving ahead now. Garibaldi. It's going to leave it for Muhammad, and Muhammad will throw it in. 4 minutes to go in the half. Jackets trail by 1 goal here. Yakum sends one that Marietta is able to take away. And they're going to work it up the field for Roberto. It's dropped back. Now a long kick is going ahead and racing to try to get to it is Yarwood. But nice work by the Jackets defensively to turn that away. Now Garibaldi has it. Yeah. Foul called there. Trevor Ham will send one over here to Rodella. Works on the far side there for Booser. It's going to be a throw-in for Marietta as it's out of bounds. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. 1-0 Pioneers. Jackets able to get it out of there. Trying to work it ahead for Garibaldi. Throw in for Marietta. Muhammad with the header. Comes back for Gibson, who sends it to Rodella. They're going to work it ahead now as it's worked for Tusick, and now Booser sent it up the field, but Marietta took it away again. Booser with the header out of bounds. And Connor Kennedy is going to throw it in here. 2 minutes to play in the first period. 1-0 Marietta. So there's a whistle, and it'll be a kick for Marietta here. Now, tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket athletics. By Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. W trying to set it ahead here for Yakum, but it's taken away by the Pioneers. Some contact with no call. Ahead to Yarwood. Yarwood sends it back to the center as the 1 minute warning comes for the half, and it's out of bounds, and the official says it's a corner. And Ian Yarwood will handle the corner here. Sends it ahead, and the Jackets turn around trying to come up the other way. But Marietta able to control it with Kennedy. Sends it ahead. Rodella steps in there for the Jackets. BW looking to get on the attack here. Comes Corsi, who's going to leave one for Tusick with 10 seconds left. The Jackets take a shot. Long. And that'll bring an end to the first half of action here from Berea. And it's the Marietta Pioneers with a 1-0 lead over the Yellow Jackets. We will have the... Now we've got something going on here right at the end of a half. as an official there was having a conversation with Corsi, and the first half has come to an end. Marietta is leading BW 1-0. We'll have the second half of action coming your way in 15 minutes. Hello again, everybody. Ryan Radke with you as we're about to get ready to start the second half of action here in Berea. The Yellow Jackets trailing Marietta 1-0. Take a look at some of the stats from the first half. 3 shots on goal by Marietta, 2 by BW. For Marietta, Giovanni Audino had 2 of those shots on goal. The other shot on goal was for Gavin Long. For BW, shots on goal from Tommy Booser and Mike Kane. Of course, Giovanni Audino for Marietta was able to score on one of his shot-on-goal attempts. He was assisted by Craig Ferguson. Caden Ferguson, I should say. Sorry. Assisted by Caden Ferguson. That was the lone goal for Marietta on the other side. BW, Zoltan Nagy, the goalkeeper, has had 3 shots on goal come his way. He has 2 saves. He gave up that goal. Joey Bachhaus has a save on each of the shots on goal that he faced that were sent his way. There was 1 caution in the first half. Connor Kennedy of Marietta saw a yellow card. So that's where we're at as we get ready to start the second half of action here. From Berea, the wind it was a breezy day coming in, but it certainly seems like the wind has picked up as this game has gone on, and it's a rare wind here at George Finnie Stadium, a due east wind. So you don't get the breeze coming across the stadium this way very often. It's blowing right at the press box. And wind associated with the wind field of the remnants of the hurricane, which has caused all kinds of rain down for the football game today, where the Yellow Jackets taking on the Pioneers down in Marietta. So the rain has stayed away, but the remnant wind field has made its way here, and it's made things quite windy here for this game tonight. So the second half of action is underway. And Marietta is going to be throwing it in. Actually, it's going to be a kick. No? Yeah, it is a throw. Connor Kennedy is going to throw it in. That's what I thought. Tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. By Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. And by Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Jackets trying to work the ball up the field. Marietta comes in, and sending that away is going to be Fourier. Nagy sent a kick in the air that looks like it got heavily pulled down by the wind. Marietta is trying to move it over there, but able to send it out for BW was Young. Battle down there. BW eventually looking to come away with it here as Reyes sends one ahead, and Marietta is able to send it right back the other way. Now Booster got that one taken away. And Marietta attacking with Roberto. Roberto makes a move. He goes to take a shot. Good D by Reyes. Roberto stayed with it. And able to get out there and get a hand on it and send it away was Nagy. That was really close for Roberto. Nagy makes the nice play, but it's going to be a corner kick for the Pioneers. So kicking it from the far side. So with the strong wind at his back is going to be Giovanni Audino. Audino send that one far over everyone's head. A little bit too much wind at his back. And actually went out of bounds. So this is going to be a deep throw-in for Booster and the Jackets. Now Marietta throw-in. Ferguson's going to throw it in. Sending one down the other way for Garibaldi. It's out of bounds. Throw in for Marietta. Header by Roberto. Then Ham sends it right back out of bounds. Another throw in for Marietta. Trying to send it in for Roberto again. Jackets again in there, and they able to kick it back out of bounds. So Marietta will throw with Justin Collins now. Threw it over Roberto's head. It goes out of bounds and will go for a goal kick here for Zoltan Nagy. Nagy got one in the air. It's going to go out of bounds. And Marietta will have a throw in here. Kennedy. Sends that one in for Gavin Long. Goes back out of bounds. It'll be BW again. Nice job setting that one ahead for Kane. Kane able to work ahead. Tries to send one back. Unable to fight through it and stay with it. There is Surowitz. But Marietta able to take it away, and the Pioneers get back down the field. Ferguson works it ahead to Roberto. Roberto is going to leave one across the field here for Long. Long takes a shot. It was deflected by Ham. Now we have some contact on the far side of the field. And this kick will be for Marietta. Just underway in the second period. Pioneers ahead 1-0. BW came in 9-0-1 on the year. Marietta came in 2-4-3. But everything in conference play in this conference is always a tight battle, and that's what we have on our hands again tonight. Again, a long kick. Once again, might have been wind aided. That wind is really something fierce down there, and if you're kicking from that far side of the field by the benches, you're going to see that ball get a lot more on it than you're maybe expecting once it gets up. Because that is quite the strong wind blowing across the field right now. Here's Marietta looking to attack again. Roberto makes a move. Shoots it behind the goal. Looks like it was tipped by the Jackets, so it's going to be a corner. Giovanni Audino is going to take it. Now, the official has blown the whistle, has not stopped the clock. Blows the whistle and the kick can come. It just skipped over the top of the goal. It actually rolled off the top of the net. So it'll be Nagy with the free kick. Able to get it ahead. And the Jackets working the ball down the field. Marietta able to briefly turn it back around here, is now down there ready to throw it in is going to be Nick Young, and Nick Young gets it into Garibaldi, who leaves it back for Young. Young got under one, sending it toward the goal. And then we had a header out of there. It's going to go out of bounds. Looks like offsides is the call. So it'll go back to Joey Backhouse here. The Pioneers goalkeeper sends one long toward the middle of the field. BW able to use the header to turn it around, and Kennedy with a quick foul on Mike Kane. Booster's gonna leave it here for Surowitz. OAC offensive player of the week last week. Nick Surowitz is going to handle this kick for the Jackets. Sends it down the field. Marietta heads it out of there. BW has Alex Gibson head it back the other way, but Marietta sends it right back out. Now Ham in there. Out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the Pioneers. Kennedy will throw. And there's a foul there, as while Mike Kane was going for the header, he got hit from behind by Connor Kennedy, and Kennedy has already been cautioned here. Booster will send it in as Laurie comes back in for the Pioneers. BW is going to have a free kick here. Marietta does not like that call. The official is explaining right now to Holdhouse why the call was made. So the sophomore goalkeeper out of Canfield, Ohio, Joey Backhouse, is going to have to defend his goal here against a free kick. And it's going to be taken by Owen Reyes, who has 2 goals on the year, the freshman midfielder out of North Olmsted for the Jackets. Looking for the free kick opportunity, tie this game at 1, and there's the goal. So shot and goal, Owen Reyes, 3rd goal of the year, and the Jackets tie this game at 1 on the free kick. They're able to take advantage of the opportunity. And we are tied at 1 here with 35 minutes to go in the game. Tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, and by Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. Game is tied up at 1. Out of bounds off the Pioneers, a throw in for the Jackets. Marietta comes away with it in that battle for the ball, but Ham able to turn it around. Marietta knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the Jackets. Ball gets thrown in down there, but Garibaldi sends it out of bounds. So Marietta will get a throw in now. Or they're going to get it ahead here by Booser. Marietta sends it back, and stepping in there for the Pioneers is going to be Ferguson. Ferguson works to the middle, leaves a pass ahead. BW able to get it out of there and send it downfield here. Reyes with the ball. It's taken now for Marietta by Collings. Jackets fighting for it down there. Eventually BW is going to get it turned around, and they're going to try to get on the attack here as Surowitz is going to be well, there's a Nick Surowitz. I'll handle this kick. Surowitz with a liner toward the goal and just clears over the top. He's trying for that angle on the high corner. And Connor Kennedy re-enters the game now, so briefly left the game. Looked like he was having his wrist looked at over there on the sideline. He's back in now. Holthouse nearly had that taken away from him. It's knocked out of bounds by Surowitz. As Surowitz went and left one back for Kane there, but Kane sent it out of bounds. It's going to be a Marietta throw-in. Kennedy sends it in. It goes out of bounds, and I think there's a foul going to be called as Kane got hit pretty hard down there by Caden Ferguson. So nothing was called. There's a throw in there. Ferguson was given a moment. Going to be a throw in here for Marietta. Ferguson was trying to send one ahead to Long. He able to get in there and send it the other direction was Young. One's knocked out of bounds by Garibaldi, so it's going to be a throw in here for Collings. Marietta sends one across the field, stepping in there. Booser nearly was able to come away with that. Sends it out of bounds. Throw in coming from Ferguson. Booser got a leg on that one. Now back to Ham, who sends it the long way down the field, eventually out of bounds. So Kennedy's going to throw in for Marietta. This game is tied at 1. Under 30 minutes to go. And it's sent out of bounds by Gibson that time. So here's the throw. And trying to leave one ahead was Ferguson, but pass was offline. Young has it on the far side now for the Jackets. Sends it ahead. It was deflected by a Pioneer out of bounds. Surowitz is going to throw in. No. He's going to leave the ball back, and they're going to have Young come down to throw in. Knocked out of bounds by the Pioneers. Here's another throw in. Garibaldi. Marietta trying to send it the other way. Roberto looking to get ahead, and Nagy steps up and sends the ball flying the other direction. Reyes has it for BW. He's going to leave it off for Garibaldi. Garibaldi is going to work it ahead to Surowitz here. And out of bounds briefly. Surowitz quickly throwing into Garibaldi, who's trying to work ahead, and a little bit of contact, no foul called. Backhouse sends it over to his defender, Holthouse, who will send it long down the field. Booser with a header sends it the other way, and stepping in there now, Corsi, but Marietta able to quickly take it back. Ferguson has it, leaves it for Long, who's going to send one back now for Beatty. Beatty working down the field here with a pass for Roberto, who left it right back for Beatty. Now stepping in there, Reyes will knock it out. Quick throw in here by the Pioneers. It's out of bounds. With the throw was Ferguson. And into Roberto, who leaves it for Kennedy now. Kennedy drops it ahead here for Ferguson. Ferguson sending one toward the center, trying to line up for a header by Long. It goes out the back, so it'll be a goal kick. This game is tied at 1. Jackets were down 1-0 at the half. But Owen Reyes with a goal on a penalty kick. Now the Jackets making another run, and Backhouse was able to get it out of there, but BW still has the ball, and they're still attacking, trying to center one up. Marietta able to send it out. Trying to get ahead to Ferguson. It's going to eventually be knocked out of bounds by the Jackets. Kennedy is going to throw it in. And it's quickly headed right back out of bounds. Mike Kane off the header. Kennedy with a throw in for Long. Ferguson now makes a move. Out of bounds off Long. Booser is going to throw it ahead to Kane. Holthouse knocks it out of bounds. Booster's going to throw. Sent away by the Pioneers. Up to Roberto now. Roberto on the sideline. Booster steps in there. Roberto gets it to Long. Ball gets left back now for Ferguson. Working the ball up the field to Beatty. Beatty sends one long and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Well, tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. And by Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Roberto has the ball right now for the Pioneers. Dropped one off. Now it's going to be Audino who had it. Beatty gets fouled. Audino will send a kick ahead here for Britain. Now it's Roberto who has it, back for Britain. Sends it back to Holthouse here. Holthouse sends it forward, and shot head in the direction of the goal. Ham sent it away. It's eventually knocked out of bounds by the Pioneers. So Nick Young is going to throw it in down there for the Jackets, and he'll throw it to his keeper, Nagy, who sends it down the field. Holthouse pops that kick high. Marietta able to keep it in bounds, but not able to control it here. BW able to come away as they're going to get it ahead for Kane. Kane is going to leave one down on the far side now. Left back in the middle for Reyes. His shot is off of Backhouse, who is able to dive on top of it. That ball got a little further away from Backhouse, and he couldn't reach it. Surowitz would have been able to come in there and clean up that goal, but Backhouse able to hold on to that one and keep this game tied at 1. Off of Reyes, now it's Corsi sending it ahead. Marietta is able to turn it around, and Long has the ball. Long is going to leave one forward for Audino. Audino, who has the Pioneers' lone goal, takes a shot, and that was close. I don't know if Nagy got a hand on it or if it was off of the post, but that was a close one. So Michael Tusick has entered for the Jackets, and also entering now for the Jackets is Ben McCauley. Young on the far side of the field is going to leave one in the center for Reyes. Reyes. It's it back to Young, who's going to work it ahead now. And that ball is out of bounds. So it looks like it's, you're going to say it was tipped by a Pioneer, so it'll be a corner. Julian Kiris has come into the game for BW, and Kiris comes in, and he's going to take the corner. Sends it toward the middle, and it's sent away by the Pioneers, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Pioneers, so it'll be a throw-in for McCauley. Down near the corner, there's a ball sent in the direction of the goal, and Kennedy able to use a header to get it out of there. Max Yakum also entered the game previously for the Jackets, so he's out there now as well. Ferguson up the field for the Pioneers. Sends it long and across here for Audino, who's looking to get it back to Ferguson, but Ferguson wasn't there yet. It's going to go out. It'll be a throw-in for the Jackets. Booser is going to throw it in. Sends it back to Nagy. Nagy sending it the long way. Now it's turned around here. Audino. Ferguson coming up for the Pioneers. Ferguson is going to leave it for Beatty. Sends across for Ferguson again. Now Ferguson gets the ball taken away from him. It was good work getting in there by Tusick. Booser sends it up the field. Now to Yakum. Yakum passing to the middle, and no call. He was looking for Tusick, who took a lot of contact. Jackets have a throw in here. It's Reyes who has it. And Foul there, so the Jackets will get a kick. Everyone getting set for BW, and it's going to be Tusick who takes this one. BW had a chance at a header there, and coming out is going to be Backhouse. Backhouse sends it down the field. It's Ferguson who has it right now for the Pioneers, and Ferguson is going to work one toward the middle and get it to Long. Long trying to drop it ahead for Roberto. It's going to go out. So Nagy has it for the Jackets. And he will get his kick, just kind of leaves it there for Ham, who sends it down the field. Marietta able to use a long kick to try to turn it back around and get it up the field, but sent away again by Ham. Marietta comes right back. Sent out by Riddella. Gets it ahead to Kiris. Now it's ahead to Yakum. Yakum takes a shot. Backhouse is there. Under 17 minutes to go in the game now. BW and Marietta are tied at 1. Long kick down the field there by Backhouse. BW able to work it in the other direction here is going to be Reyes working ahead. He's leaving one off. It's left back for Reyes, and he just couldn't quite get there. BW, though, has Booster sending it back ahead. Marietta in there now is it's going to be Kennedy. Set up the field to Roberto. Roberto gonna drop one back here. Now they send it back to Holthouse. Out of bounds, off the foot of Alex Gibson, so it'll be a Pioneer throw-in. Now there's a shot toward the goal taken by Elliott Britton, and it was long, so it'll be a goal kick here for Nagy. Tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893, by Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, and by Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Now we're going to have a stoppage here. I believe a yellow card is going to be issued. I do believe it's going to be issued to Dave Beatty, and it is. So Beatty gets cautioned. That's the second yellow card for the Pioneers today. Connor Kennedy saw one in the first half. Who's going to take the kick for BW? They're going to decide they're going to send Kira's down there. And Kiris sends a long kick in. Header toward the goal, and Backhouse is there to grab it. That one was, Backhouse kicked it right off the back. of Yakima. Marietta able to get that one out of their Ham, sends it back though, and it goes out of bounds. Trying to take it away for BW is going to be Kizis, and Kira's can't. Here's Holdhouse. Marietta trying to get a shot. Booser got in there, but taking it away for the Pioneers is Britton. His shot is off target and out of bounds. Britton had a chance to put the Pioneers on top.
Back into the game for the Yellow Jackets, number 18, Ethan Corsi, and number 13, Abdullah Muhammad.
Ethan Corsi back in for the Jackets. Abdullah Muhammad back in as well. That one's going to be sent up the field here. PW has the ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to be thrown in now on the far side. Muhammad threw it down. Ball knocked out of bounds by Marietta, and Muhammad is going to come down and throw this one in as well. There's the throw. Marietta uses a header to get it out of there now, and their kick sends it down the field, but Ham sent it right back. Ham has it again, trying to send it back, stepping up long. Ham again is going to work it up to McCauley. Now using a header was Beatty. Marietta on the far side. BW gets in there, nearly takes it away. Pioneers on the attack though with Audino. And a whistle. So it's going to be a kick here for the Pioneers, and like Jacob Roberto is going to be lined up to take it. That is a strong crosswind right now coming across this stadium. Roberto steps into it. It's turned away by the Jackets. Good work there. Aldine chases it down and sends it in. Taking a shot on goal and scoring for Marietta, able to get the ball and make a nice move. That was Elliot Britton, the senior midfielder out of High Wycombe, England, his third goal of the season. That ball got in there and he made a move, and all of a sudden he took a shot on goal, and it's the Pioneers who take a 2-1 lead with 10:53 left. Nice move there by Wycombe. This is just the second time this season that an opponent has scored 2 goals in a game against the Jackets. Gibson is going to send one down the field, and Backhouse is going to wait till the last second to come up and pick that ball up. That's the game that
Number 7, Owen Reyes.
the Pioneers
28, Nick
are going to
Serber.
play now.
35, Connor Carroll.
Jackets get a number of players back into the game. They also got Connor Carroll, the freshman, in for the first time. Ball was left back, and it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Booster who has it for the Jackets, looking to get it ahead. It's headed out by Kennedy and deflected off of a Jacket. So Kennedy's going to have a throw, and he's going to take a couple of deep breaths and take his time as the clock has now become the Pioneers' friend with the 2-1 lead. Ball gets thrown in eventually. It's going to be left back for Nagy, who sends it ahead on the far side of the field. Muhammad down there for the Jackets fighting for the ball, but Pioneers come out, take another shot. Did Roberto, and there to scoop it up was Nagy, who leaves it ahead for Booster, who sends one long and down the field. Chased out of bounds by the Pioneers, so they're going to have the throw in with 9:25 to go. And once again, Connor Kennedy will take his time finding where he wants to put it.
Back into the game for the Pioneers. Number 3, Ian Yarwood.
It's left ahead here, and Ferguson is going to take it. Ferguson tries to make a move on Ham, and he cannot. Ball gets back to Nagy. 9 minutes left to play. The Jackets trail 2-1. Nagy sends it down the field. Britton got a head on it for Marietta. Comes out to Booser, and Booser can't handle it. So the ball will go to Marietta for a throw-in. And yeah, Connor Kennedy walks over, picks it up. We're going to throw it in here. Sends it away. Beatty with a header for Marietta back to Britton. Sends it up the field for Roberto, but ball gets back to Nagy, who scoops it up. Now rolls it out to Ham. Ham is going to send that one ahead to Reyes. Marietta able to send a long kick back. So it comes out, and it's going to be rolled to Rodella, who sends it across to Ham. Ham out up the field, and now it's rolled back. Rodella now on head for the Jackets. Is trying to leave it ahead. A lot of contact. Trying to take it away, Marietta. Booster trying to get back in there and get back to it. Now Corsi in there for the Jackets. On the sideline, it's out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of the Jackets, so a throw-in for Marietta. BW thought it was theirs. Thrown in by Kennedy. Booster with a header. Britton sends it back the other way. And Booster is going to be whistled for a foul there. Looks like Long is going to handle the kick for Marietta. Now down to 6:40 to go in the game. Pioneers ahead 2-1. Ball is sent in, and leaping up to grab it was Nagy. Throws it ahead, trying to get BW on a quick response, and there's a foul, so BW will have a kick here, and they quickly send it back to Ham. Ham is going to work it over to Rodella. Rodella working up the field. It was turned around there by Beatty. But BW able to turn things right back around, trying to get up the field. Corsi leaves one toward the middle for Rodella. Marietta got in there. The ball comes back to Booster, who's going to send it across to Ham. Ham Now going to work the ball for the middle. And Gibson's going to leave this one off here for Booser. Booser has Kennedy get a foot on it. Booser gets down there, tries to center a pass up. It's going to go long and out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick with 5:20 to go. Now, tonight's Yellow Jacket men's soccer game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, and by Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, the home of the Monday Night Athletics Roadshow. Down to 5 minutes left. 2-1 Pioneers. And Backhouse is taking his time here. Eventually gets the ball in. Booser sends it back the other way. The ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Surwitz throwing it in. Beatty gets back there for Marietta with the long kick. Ham steps up, but Roberto comes away with it, leaves it for long. Garibaldi gets in there, sends it out of bounds. Throw in for the Pioneers with 4:10 to go. And a 2-1 lead for Marietta. And they'll throw that one in. Ball is going to come across the field for Ferguson now. Ferguson takes a lot of contact down there from Booser. So it'll be a kick here for Marietta with 3.5 to play. Pioneers have Audino take that one and try to leave it off. BW comes, fights into that corner to try to take it away. And eventually it's Audino who sends it out. Throw in comes here, and it's going to be Booser working up the field. Turned around, Booser with a header though, sends it back. Now Beatty with a header to work the ball ahead. Long has the ball for the Pioneers. Long drops a pass off to the far side looking for Dino down there. BW though able to get the ball back, and quick foul will give BW a kick here with 2:20 to go. It's going to be Nagy who will handle it. And Nagy gets it up the field for Reyes, who has the Jacket goal on a penalty kick. Marietta sends it back to Nagy. 2 minutes ago, Nagy is working this ball all the way up toward midfield as he's looking to send it ahead here for Kane. And nice play by Marietta to prevent the corner. No, they could not prevent. No, I was going to say that should be a deep throw. No, it is a corner kick, so BW will get the corner kick. That was close. Julian Kieris will handle this one. Marietta able to get it out of here with 1:20 to go. Nagy back, sending it ahead. And just knocking one out of bounds was Collins for Marietta. So BW with a quick throw in here. And then we're going to get a foul called with 1 minute to go. BW is going to have a kick here, and this is going to be one of the last best chances they have with 45 seconds left to go in the game. As Kieris is going to take it. Send it in the direction of the goal, and it was tipped by Backhouse. He was able to get it out of there. Out of bounds. It's a throw-in for the Jackets. BW is going to throw this ball in and off of the header of Garibaldi. Backhouse falls on it, and with 15 seconds left, he's going to run it all the way up to the front of the box before he puts it in the air. 10 seconds to go. Ham with a header. Garibaldi trying to handle it for the Jackets off his head, and we've got a foul called, and that foul is going to effectively bring the game to an end, and it does. So Marietta comes in here, and they hand BW the Jackets' first loss of the year as Marietta beats BW here by the final score of 2-1. As it was Giovanni Audino and Elliot Britton with goals scored for Marietta. Caden Ferguson had an assist. The Jackets' goal came from Owen Reyes. For Zoltan Nagy, he had 4 saves on 6 shots on goal. Joey Backhouse, meanwhile, had 5 saves on 6 shots on goal in the contest. So the loss for BW means they fall to 9-1-1 on the year. The win for Marietta means they improved to 3-4-3 on the year. BW is now 0-1 in conference play. Marietta is now 1-0 in conference play. And next up for the Yellow Jacket men's soccer team Wednesday night, they're going to be on the road in Alliance out Mount Union to take on the Purple Raiders. So that'll do it for us here tonight. Once again, the final score, Marietta 2, BW 1. I'm Ryan Radke. Have a good one, everybody.